beware, beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment. Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Tuesday morning. I guess it's Tuesday. Hey, again, who the hell cares what day it is? How you get 2 days off? That's the 2 days you care about. Who the hell cares what day? Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday? Who gives a damn? It's a day. So, but I think today is Tuesday, and if it's Wednesday, I don't give a damn. Hey, I see we're Cullerton. You know, all those ignorant bastards, Democrats and Republicans, the leadership of our great state, that they put us in debt to the tune of billions and billions of dollars. Apparently, they've been monitoring my show up in Springfield. Cullerton yesterday, I believe, after knowing that we were coming after him hard, denounced that situation where they're going to put in essence, a GPS in your car and track your car for mileage and pay the state. How egregious is that? But people, you have to remember, these politicians, and there's enough blame to go around for the Democrats and the Republicans, these politicians, these son of a bitches think we're stupid. And sometimes we are, people, because we elect these bastards and we really think they're going to try to do right. You know, when I was a candidate for state rep, my hair is long. I dress the way I want to dress. I definitely talk the way I want to talk. And more so than that, I do what I want to do because it doesn't hurt people. What you guys do doesn't hurt people. Everybody wants you to conform to their way of thinking, their way of dressing, their way of living. And I say to that, and I'm being totally sincere, and I want to say it politically correct, I say to that, kiss my white, hairy, stinky ass. Wrinkled, of course, because I'm an old man. I'm not going to live somebody else's life. You ever notice that? And these bastards in Springfield, Democrats and Republicans, there are some good public servants. Charlie Meyer, Dwight K., there are some great public servants that are elected to serve us in the state of Illinois. But there are also some crap bums, some no-count, good-for-nothing scumbag bastards on both sides of the aisle. Never hear another candidate say some of my guys are bad. Well, there's some bad Republicans out there. Doug Jamieson, the leader of the Republican Party in St. Clair County, what a piece of political crap he is. Him and Barb Viviano and Mary Thurman, John West. These are hypocritical son of a bitches that have taken the Republican Party in St. Clair County and thrown it out the window. The masses, the rank and file, the good Republicans in St. Clair County, they don't want nothing to do with these idiots. That's why there's not been a two-party system in St. Clair County for the last 40 years. You got these ignorant Republican bastards like Jamieson, Viviano, Mary Thurman, John West. You got these poop butt son of a bitches who try to be the elitist, who try to run everything. They couldn't run a damn spike in the ground with a sledgehammer, these stupid idiots. and they're the face of the Republican Party? No wonder the Republicans have been beat the hell out of for the last 40 plus years in St. Clair County. Because it's ass wipes like these people who commandeer. They say the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition is commandeering the Republican Party. No, it's not. The Republican Party was thrown out in the trash. We just picked it up, tried to clean it up, tried to make this a two-party system in St. Clair County so everyone, you hear me, everyone, the proud Democrats, the true, proud Republicans, the rank and file, the good people of St. Clair County, they could have a two-party system and benefit them. But you get the elitist, you get the God Spragues, the God I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in a urinal Sprague, and you got to see that cartoon. It is really, really funny. Got John Barasivic, John Red on the Noodle, like a pecker on the poodle, and I've said it 1,000 times, and you people know he's circumventing the state constitution because he knows he can't get 60%. And he says, I want to run for election instead of retention so I can defend myself. Well, you idiot. Now you're running for an election only because you can't get 60% of the vote, and you know that, but you're lying to the voters of the 20th Judicial Circuit in this great state of Illinois. Why don't you defend yourself now, Barasivic, you ass-white bastard? Chief Judge my ass. You would make a pimple on a good judge's ass, you no-count son of a bitch. But you say now you can defend yourself. Why don't you call me and defend yourself? Barasivic, Red on the Noodle, like a pecker on a poodle, Barasivic. The only thing you got going for you is you've got an asswipe candidate running against you. Ron Dildo. I'm sorry, Dilbert. What Dubert? It's something. I can't remember. What an idiot he is. How the hell, hey, Dubert, Dilbert, Dildo, whatever the hell your name is today, how the hell you get a minus 35 in your lawyer rating? Minus 35? I don't think that's possible, is it? But I've met you, Dubert, Dilbert, Dildo, whatever, Ron, whatever your name is today. You say you're an attorney? Hell, I say I'm a human being. I think we're both lying. But that's the only thing Barasivic's got going for him. I mean, it's one asswipe against another asswipe. How the hell what do? You gotta elect one of them. It's like, hey, you're dying. You're going before the executioner. You want the firing squad or do you want the electric chair? I mean, it don't make any difference. You're a loser. You're a loser whatever way you go. And these two losing son of a bitches, they ought to have a race for the loser. Hell, I'd vote for both of them. I'd go down to East St. Louis and vote twice. But that's the problem, people. Everybody wants conformity. Conformity, my ass. You know, I was going up to Springfield in a flag suit that I was proud to wear, going up in a coffin to drop me off at the courthouse steps and let those son of a bitches know when I popped out. It's not a celebration. It's not an inauguration. It's a funeral. Those son of a bitches up there have killed the state of Illinois. But let me tell you what, I'd go up there. I wasn't conforming the way I was going to dress, the way I was going to arrive in Springfield, the way I was going to do things in Springfield. But you got all these guys. They got their suits on, all the decorum. They're nice guys. Mr. Speaker, I'd say, hey, you asswipe, no-count, good-for-nothing son of a bitch Madigan, you've given everything to Chicago and you've forgotten about us in Southern Illinois. Mr. Speaker, my ass. I'm not calling him Mr. Nothing. Mr. Dumbass. I'm not going to conform. But every one of these bastards, they're up there. They've got their suits on, their ties. They go to church every Sunday. Now, everybody knows they go to church every Sunday. That's part of the... See, you got to get the political playbook. And you got to go to church on Sunday. And you got to have your kids dressed nice. And you got to talk nice. Never cuss. Never say damn. You can't say damn. Make sure your shoes are polished. Hell, you can't polish. You got snakeskin shoes. White snakeskin shoes I wear forever. Can't polish them some bitches. It probably bite you. But they want conformity. Look what you get with conformity, people. Look what you get with status quo, people. You get that thievery. You get all the crap that's put us billions and billions and billions of dollars in debt. Is that what you people are looking for? I guess it's the analogy. Well, I'm going to die, but don't let the guy come in and shoot me unless he takes a bath and puts a suit on and cuts his hair. And don't cuss me before he kills me. Just kill me. That's what they're doing. Conformity. Conformity ain't worth a damn, people. It hasn't been worth a damn for the last 50 years. Look at Donald Trump. He's not conforming. Look how good he's doing. They said, I sound like Trump. I've been doing this crap for 6 years. I've been exposing these no good son of a bitches. I've been politically incorrect for the last 6 years. I apologize. Not have I never been politically incorrect. I've always been politically insane, and I'm going to remain that way. But when you get these people, don't let them okey-fadoke you. They come around in their suits, their ties. They're going to talk nice. These no good son of a bitches are probably out diddling young boys at the end of the day. Maybe even worse. You know, a guy said yesterday, hey, Romanik, you're a lot better. He said, hell, you've been in prison, but we've had 7 governors in the state of Illinois, I think he said, and I haven't thought about that, but we've had governors, both Democrat and Republicans, the governors that all you good people support, that end up getting caught and going to federal prison for stealing from us, from doing things that are wrong for our family's future. What the hell's wrong with that? Nobody knows about everybody else in government until they also get caught. Do you think this crap doesn't go on? I was in the underbelly. Years back, I was part of this culture of corruption. And if I wasn't a man, these bastards, about 7 of them, and they know who I'm talking about, they'd all be in jail. But I told them when I started this fight, when I got tired of them talking about the black people, talking about the poor white people, talking about everybody that's not an elitist in their circle, in their inner circle, I said, hey, guys, this is enough for me. And I told them all, starting tomorrow, your ass is mine. I won't ever talk about what happened in the past that I witnessed you guys doing, because a man doesn't do that. And I'm not right by not divulging that. But that's okay. I'm not going to lose my manhood for a vote for a friend. But let me tell you, these no good son of a bitches from Springfield on down, not all of them, people, I said most of them, are rotten, sleazy, evil bastards. You guys know that. But you keep electing them. Why? Why do you keep electing this crap? They tell you what you want to hear. Again, on TV today. And both Democrats and Republicans, Hillary. My hometown, I love. It's not her hometown. But wherever she was born, she's going back there and saying the same thing. Here's Trump. I love this town. I love these people. I mean, when are you good people out there going to understand? They're pandering the crowd every day. They don't give a damn about you people. You need to put idiots like me in office. People that understand. People have been through the hard times. People are not going to sell out for a few dollars. You know, I really respect money and what it can do. I don't worship money. I'll spend whatever I got to prove a point. And at some point, I may do that. These rotten bastard politicians, these sleazy, greasy, punk-ass politicians, they'll spend money. The money they get, that they extort from the voters. They extort from the people they give jobs to. I'm not telling you good people, you intelligent people, nothing. Nothing that you don't know. You know it's been going on forever, and you continue to let it go on because you know why? You keep voting these bastards in office. You know, everyone knows I'm not the most religious person. I'm probably an agnostic. I don't know if there's a God. And I think if we'd all be honest, everybody's an agnostic because nobody knows factually there's a God. Their faith makes them believe in God. But I hope if there is a God that he comes down and does something for this great country, because something's not right. And I'll take a little piece out of the Bible. I guess it comes from the Bible, comes from the Old Testament. And I think it was, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And I say, I'm going to paraphrase that, and I don't want to even be close to thinking that you guys think that I'm comparing myself with the Lord or Jesus, if there is a God. But my situation politically, my political vengeance, and I will say this to all the rotten bastards that we're coming out to get. Political vengeance is mine. political vengeance is mine, saith Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio. I don't give a damn about victory. I give a damn about vengeance. We need to avenge this last 40, 50 years in St. Clair County, people. And don't think I'm trying to be melodramatic, because I'm not. I've witnessed people starving. I've witnessed people get hurt. I've witnessed death because of the corruption in St. Clair County. I've witnessed people kill people and walk away. John Barrett-Civic was a state's attorney, gave 2 years probation to Jim McCrary, Francis Touche's nephew, who shot somebody in the back from up on a building, and they give him 2 years probation. John Barrett-Civic, that's going to come out in the election. See, it's crap like that even a no-good son of a bitch like me can't stand. And you know, if I can't stomach something, you know how bad it is. And people, make no mistake, I'm far from perfect. I've made mistakes in the past, and I'll make them in the future, because you know why? I'm trying to accomplish something positive. And along the way, you're going to make a mistake. A ball player wants to be the most valuable player. He's got to get up to that plate every day. Now, he's going to make mistakes. He's going to strike out. He's going to swing at a bad pitch. He's going to go down swinging. But, you know, at the end of the day, the ninth inning, he hits a grand slam and wins the game. You're going to make mistakes. If you're going to be successful, you're going to make mistakes. The only people that don't make mistakes are the people that sit on their lame asses and do nothing. And I guarantee you, through the rest of what little life I have left, I'm not going to sit around and do nothing. I'm going to expose these no-good son of a bitches for what they are. So just remember, my political enemies, political vengeance is mine, saith Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio. We're coming to get you, son of a bitches, and we don't give a damn. Let's take care of our housekeeping. Lines are always open. You can call toll-free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. The American Legion Post 1937, their meat, shoot, and wheel raffle on Sunday, April the 24th at TR's place, 4901 Concordia Church Road in Belleville. You can contact Commander Jim Farbus at 618-409-1212 for any information. Don't forget the Old Tin Man Water Tower Walk coming up Saturday, April the 23rd. It's to help get money for the for the water tower. They call it the Tin Man Water Tower. If you'd like to participate or get involved, you can call 618-616-1330 and ask for Jackie McKay, a great cause. Lunch at the Legion every Monday through Friday from 11 to 1 p.m. at the O'Fallon, Illinois, American Legion. Great bunch of gentlemen out there. You guys try to help out all these military organizations, these fraternal organizations, these religious organizations, because the government can't do it, because these bastards are too busy stealing from us. Wednesday night, also at the American Legion Auxiliary in O'Fallon, every Wednesday night dinner special from 6 to 8 at the American Legion, located at 109 North Penn Street in O'Fallon. Coming up this Saturday, April the 23rd at 7 p.m., the Aeneid Shriners Drum and Bugle Corps Spring Exhibition with special guests, the O'Fallon Jazz Band Jazz Ensemble. For tickets, you can contact the Shrine at 618-874-1870. It'll be a great concert this Saturday. Scottish Rite Auditorium, 1549 Frank Scott Parkway in Belleville. Let's support the Shriners. What a great job they do for all of our children. And again, I cannot salute them enough. Last but not least, the family of Emily Ross Perrin. They're not asking for donations, but people have taken up donations from the Leesman Funeral Home. This is the lady, the young, pretty lady that was allegedly killed by her mother in Dupo. And the people of Dupo have stepped up and paid for the flowers, the casket, the funeral expenses, but they need living expenses for her 6 siblings. So if you'd like to donate, please get a hold of the good people at Leesman Funeral Home in Dupo, Illinois at 618-286-4511. And remember, people, it's a lot better giving a donation than getting a donation. On this date, April the 19th, 1775, the first shots of the Revolutionary War were fired in Lexington, Massachusetts. On this date, April the 19th, 1909, Joan of Arc was declared a saint. On this date, April the 19th, 1933, the United States went off the gold standard. On this date, April the 19th, 1960, baseball players appeared with their names on the backs of their uniforms for the first time back in 1960. On this date, April the 19th, 1995, a car bomb exploded outside the Alfred P. Murray Federal Building in Oklahoma City, killing 169 people and injuring 500. That was a bastard, Timothy McVeigh. On this date, April the 19th, 2005, Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger was elected Pope Benedict XVI on the second day of the papal conclave. That's what happened on this date, April the 19th, throughout all these years in our world's history. Before we take a quick break, hey, Skip Kernan. Hey, Skippy. Hey, Skippy. Mr. Peanut Butter, you stupid ass white bastard. They've got a editorial cartoon with him. What an ignorant son of a bitch. Who the hell? See, he's a typical politician, Skip Kernan, Skippy Kernan. He thinks he can take the budget, throw it out the window, because, see, it's not his money. If it was his money, his job, his business, he'd be tightening his belt. Not with our money. And he's just typical of the rest of these bastards in St. Clair County and throughout the whole state of Illinois. These son of a bitches don't give a damn because it's our money. You think Kern would give a damn? He'd have that airport shut down. If it was his money, his business money, his family money, so would Sprague. These rotten bastards don't care, people. When are you good people in St. Clair County going to understand? And in the newspaper, they're calling him King Kernan. I'm calling him Skippy, Peanut Butter. What an ignorant, stupid name for an ignorant, stupid bastard. Skip Kernan, give me a call, you no-good son of a bitch. Toll free, 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. And people, do you always notice? I always give them the opportunity. I'm not aggressive. I'm not violent. I deplore violence. I tell them, think about it. Give me a call. Come to the station. I don't get up in their face. These no-good son of a bitches have nothing to defend, people. That's why they'll sit there like a bunch of ignorant son of a bitches when you go to these town hall meetings, when you go to these city council meetings. And they have to let you talk under the Open Meetings Act. But see, they don't have to answer, and they never do. We go to Kern, call him a no-good son of a bitch, talk about him like a dog. He talked about me like that, I'd be jumping out of my chair. But see, that's what these pussy boy bastards do. They're not coming out. They may be coming out of the closet, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. They're not going to come out and fight. And I don't mean violently, physically fight. I mean politically fight. They just know that they're going to either steal the votes, con the votes, buy the votes, but they're going to get the votes to get elected so they can do it for another 4 years. Let's don't, people. Let's don't after 40, 50 years of this Democratic political corruption. And again, if it would have been Republicans, I'd have been all over their ass. Don't let these son of a bitches get us in November of 2016. Let's vote the person, not the party. And I said when I was running, I was the second worst candidate running. My opponent was the first. You can't get real good people, and I say that. I'm not the best guy in town. You can't get good people to run. They don't want to get involved in this crap. And I understand it. You see this national politics. And I don't like to talk a lot of national politics. You can pick it up on every channel every day. But these rotten bastards know better than we are. The good people have been scared out. And all you got are these bums, these career bums. Get elected. Do what you can do for 1 term, 2 terms, maybe. And then get the hell out. Bear Civic's been eating the public trough for 40 years. Bob Sprague. Bob, I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in a toilet. Sprague. He's behind the scenes making millions of dollars. And by the way, they tell me that there's a move to get the city to file suit against Bob Sprague for malpractice. He let the mayor advise the mayor, I would assume, because the mayor did it, and he would only did it with the advice and consent of his attorney, the attorney that they hire to give them proper professional legal advice. They fired all those union workers. But see, Sprague wasn't involved, you union people. He got Scoggins from Columbia. But that was Sprague's play. He let those 10 hardworking union people get fired, and now the arbitrator says they got to come back. It was all done illegally, all done wrong. What are you getting paid $100,000, $200,000 for, Sprague, in that impoverished city village of Cahokia, Illinois, that can't afford it? I know it's a payback from Curtis McCall Sr., but why? Why would you, in all good conscience, take that money? And why, in all good conscience, would you let Curtis McCall Jr. put the city in jeopardy for about $500,000? That's what it's going to cost for back pay, back benefits, vacation time, insurance. That's what it's going to cost because you, Bob Sprague, you let Curtis McCall do something that I believe you knew was wrong. You not only hurt the people of Cahokia, you hurt the union people. And I think there's going to be a lawsuit for malpractice because the city's going to have to give back all that money. The city people are going to lose that money, their hardworking taxpayers' dollar. But now I hear that somebody anonymously is going to donate that money back. I don't believe it's an anonymous donation. I believe it comes from Sprague's people. I believe, because they don't want to take the heat and they know it's coming. So God, Sprague, God, I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in a urinal. And if you go on our website, St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, you can get all these pictures of Sprague and Kern. You ought to see this one of Kern. It is funny as hell. So guys, please believe me, Bob Romanik, the good people of St. Clair County, Democrats and Republicans, we are going to unite. We are going to continue to expose you rotten bastards. And at the end, we're going to destroy you. Politically, of course. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about Mayor Mark Pussy Boy, also known as Maximus Vaginus Eckert. And we're going to ask for a grand jury investigation. And we'll get to that right after these messages. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state, not bisexual, Mark Sweet Cakes Kern, bi-state voice of freedom. I just want to get it straight, Kern. Sometimes your ears are plugged up, and I don't know what's plugging them up, but I can imagine. Radical Radio. And we are, as always, and very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. I want to say hi to Jason Voigt. Thank you very much for your emails. Gerald Mitchell, I want to thank you. And they tell me in Cahokia at the Huffman School that last weekend, and this is Curtis McCall and his group running the school district, the flag was lying on the ground, the American flag lying on the ground all weekend. This gentleman said, this is unexcusable and disrespectful. Yes, it is. And see, for all you people that think this is a game, you know, this is a real world. I love my country. I love what it stands for. I just hate these political bastards that have taken a great concept and screwing it up. But for any asswipe out there to let a flag stay on the ground and get rained on and get wet all weekend, what a no-good son of a bitch. So you people at Huffman School in Cahokia, and it's not you good people, it's the leadership. It's the McCalls who have control of the school district. How asinine is that? Also, I want to say happy belated birthday to Joe Wallmeister from Freeburg. His birthday was on Saturday the 16th. So, Joel, we want to wish you a happy belated birthday. Let's get back. And I'm asking, no, we're going to demand at this point in time that our state's attorney, Brendan Kelly, a pretty honorable guy. He's playing with the wrong group of kids, though, like your mother would always say. Here, Mark Eckert, who owns, he says his wife, but he owns the flower shop, Eckert Florist. They've gotten over 20, and it's alleged right now, but we're going to get all the information because I don't want to give out any information that's not totally correct, because every time I tell you something, you've all found out in the last 5 or 6 years it's always been right. Eckert has allegedly got over $20,000 in florist work from Lindenwood University. You know Lindenwood University. This is the same university that has all these housing violations. All these housing violations that when the time comes, the mayor says, let them go. They get special dispensation 2 years now before they have to put a sprinkler system in. There was something on television last night about 2 young ladies, students, burned up in Edwardsville 4 years ago because they didn't have smoke detectors. But here's Eckert. Anything Lindenwood wants, and Lindenwood, a great university, and I'm not casting any bad light on Lindenwood. It's the leadership or lack of Mark Pussy Boy, also known as Maximus Vaginus Eckert. This no good son of a bitch, whatever Lindenwood wants, they get. There's 10, 12 kids living in a house. And Eckert says, well, I think it's okay. And, of course, his sheeples there are sheeple aldermen who were on his side that'll follow him blindly. They say, okay, Mayor, if that's what you want. He's been lobbying for Lindenwood, and I guess so, if he's making $20,000. And the problem with that is, people, I don't care if it was $5. He should have been transparent enough to say, hey, listen, I'm for Lindenwood, but I want to let you know that we're getting money from Lindenwood through the flower shop. The flowers they're having for graduation come this May are purchased by Eckert's Florist. They're coming from Eckert's Florist, the mayor's business, and they say it's his wife. No, it's his, but even if it was his wife's, you think she's going to take the money and put food on the table and tell Eckert, that dumbass, you can't eat none of this, this is flower money? Don't let him okey-fadoke, you good people. But I'm asking you, Brendan Kelly, to have a grand, you guys arrest me for stepping on the Sasquatch's property 4 years ago, cost the taxpayers $150,000, tied up the court system, and you're not going to do anything about this? And I think Brendan Kelly will. I think Brendan Kelly understands the situation, but there needs to be a grand jury investigation because it is official misconduct. You cannot use your office for personal gains, and that's what Mark Pussy Boy, also known as Maximus Vaginus, that's what that son of a bitch has done. So I ask for all the good people of the city of Belleville, for the county of St. Clair, Brendan Kelly, have a grand jury, convene a grand jury investigation. If this is not true, then so be it. And I will apologize. But I believe it to be true. I believe it to be criminal. I believe he's guilty of official misconduct. Nobody knew about it till I brought it out. Nobody. The mayor didn't sit up there and say, hey, before I say that I'm for Lindenwood, that I want to push everything through, I don't care if it's safe or not. If Lindenwood wants it, I'm for it. Oh, and by the way, I've made over $20,000 selling them flowers. Now, Lindenwood could have went to any place to get flowers. Why did they go to Eckert's? You know why. I know why. I believe it's official misconduct. I believe it's criminal. You know, Lindenwood has all these housing violations there, and the city's given them 1 year, 2 years to put sprinkler systems in. Kids living in the basement, jammed up in houses with 10, 12 people. Now, what happens in those 2-year period? Heaven forbid that a student perish in a fire in the basement, can't get out because there's no sprinkler system, there's no alarm system. There's no fire alarms. There's not proper exit facilities. What happens then, Eckert? Is it worth the $20,000? I don't think so, Eckert. Now, I know I've tried to call them several times, and these bastards never, ever answer my calls because they know that I'll expose them, and they never, ever defend themselves because they have nothing. They have nothing to defend. Eckert, give me a call, toll free, 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. You won't do it, Eckert, because you have no defense. And for you good people of Belleville to have to go through this crap, Eckert will drive down the street in his new car. You notice he's got a new SUV that could be out there on the street for a police officer or a fireman. He's driving it around with the red lights, with the siren, and he's going to do this despicable crap and run interference for Lindenwood because he's getting $20,000 in floral deals? Guarantee you, unless they've changed it, and you know what's going to happen now, these rats will start jumping off the ship. Lindenwood will call and get flyers from somebody else too. They'll spread the wealth. They'll say, no, we not only got it from Eckert, we've got it from other places. And if they do that, then you know how wrong they are. Then you know that they were doing wrong, and they knew they were doing wrong. Eckert, give me a call, will you? Explain yourself. No transparency, people, because that's the way Eckert runs his town. No transparency. But I hope you people don't have to agree with Bob Romanik's lifestyle, with what Bob Romanik does, but agree with what I'm saying here, people. There needs to be a grand jury investigation. These people need to be put under oath. These people need to be held accountable. And up until my show 5-6 years ago, nobody was held accountable. We're going to hold their feet to the fire, people. This is a radio station of the people, for the people, and by the people. We are America's voice of freedom, and we're proud to be the patriot. And we're going to fight. We're going to fight hard to keep our country great like it once was. Mayor Eckert, Pussy Boy, also known as Maximus Vaginas, I'm calling you out. You no good son of a bitch. You've done taken from this city for too many years. It's time to give it all back and get the hell out of town, because you're no good for the people of Belleville. The people of Belleville know that. If they hadn't split the vote last time, he wouldn't be there. Oh, and let me tell you this, by the way. He's talking about not running. But you know what I hear from very, very, very good sources? You know why he may not run? 2 reasons, and you'll hear them first right here. First reason is he don't think he can get elected. Second reason is, why does he care? Because this is alleged at this time, but I guarantee you it's coming. I'll bet on it, and I'll give odds. If he does not run for mayor, he will be appointed to an administrative position at, guess where? Not Boeing, not AT&T, not American Water, but Lindenwood University. What the hell is wrong with that picture? And I'm telling you, people, I'd bet my life, which is not worth much, but I'd bet my life on that. I know it's coming. He's done shored up Lindenwood. You people drive by, they got beer cans in that neighborhood where they got the students. They said there's going to be no beer, no dope smoking, no nothing. They're letting all of it going on, and the mayor is condoning it because he's got allegedly $20,000 worth of flyer work, and allegedly he's been promised a job at Lindenwood University in the administration. I'm telling you, people, and you know that if you had to bet, you'd bet with me, because that's the way these rotten, no-count, good-for-nothing, son of a bitchin', political, parasitical punks we call politicians, that's the way they play the game. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's by-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. Now on a real serious side, and it is an honor and a privilege to have these two special guests because they're concerned about our children, and anybody concerned about our children, our animals, the elderly, people that can't take care of themselves, I salute as proud Americans, and it is an honor and a privilege to have with us Julie Peets. She's the executive director of the Midwest Children's Burn Camp, and also Ken Brinker. He's the area representative for the Illinois Fire Safety Alliance. And Julie, I want to applaud you and Ken and thank you guys for all you do for our children. Can you let us know a little bit about your organization?
Sure. Thank you so much for having us here and giving us this chance. I love sharing about Midwest Children's Burn Camp. We offer a week-long residential camp for children who have survived serious burn injuries. And at camp, it's just a great opportunity for these kids who are living with these scars that have changed their lives, these scars won't go away. But at camp, they learn that the person on the inside is much more valuable than the scars on the outside.
You know what? I really like that. Are you funded, federally, state funded, or is it all by contributions?
It's all by contributions. No government funding. So
that's hard. That's hard to do.
It is.
Julie, if anybody wanted to get involved, and we do, and we will, and we just challenge everybody to, how can somebody get involved if they want to donate? And people, let me remind you, and we do a lot of this on the radio, but it's always better, and you think about it, it's always better to donate to a cause than have someone donate to a cause that you're involved in, that your children may be burned. So thankfully, you people are out there, just do what you can do, because hopefully your children aren't involved in this burn situation, and be thankful that they're not. And let's do something to further the cause for these great people. How do they go about donating, Julie?
Sure. We're on the web at www.brsg.org. That's as in Burns Recovered Support Group. Or we're on Facebook. You can check us out at Midwest Children's Burn Camp.
Where is the burn camp at, Julie? Can I ask?
Sure. Burn camp is at Lake of the Ozarks at Camp Saba. We rent their facility for the first week of June.
It's just 1 week a year?
Just 1 week a year, yes.
And how many children do you sponsor?
We'll have about 75 to 80 kids this summer.
Mm-hmm. And what's your budget? What's your budget? What kind of money? And I know you guys don't want to talk money, but money drives everything. What kind of budget do you need to facilitate a week for 75, 80 burn children?
It costs us about $2,500 a camper. So.
And that's for the whole week.
That's for the whole week, right?
The food. What a great cause, Ken. You're the area representative for the Illinois Fire Safety Alliance. What is that? And I know you're associated with this great organization.
The Illinois Fire Safety Alliance is an all-volunteer group, and we've had a camp for burn-survived children. This last year was our 25th year. We have very similar programs to the Missouri camp. Our costs are approximately the same. I am an area representative for them. I live up close to Edwardsville. If anybody or any group would like a lot more or personal information, they could look at our website, which is ifsa.org. And under area representatives, they can find all of my contact info. And I would be happy to come to any group or organization and give a more detailed talk and explanation of the camp.
How do they reach you again, Ken?
ifsa.org, which is our website. and look at area representative list, and they will get all of my contact info.
Now, I hope most people aren't like me, and I'm computer illiterate. If they need to make a call, what is the telephone number they can reach you at?
1-800-634-0911 is the office. My personal number is area code 618-910-2448. Our camp is for children 8 through 16, and it is a 1-week summer camp also.
Yeah, what a great cause. Where is your camp located at, Ken?
We are 20 miles south of Lake Geneva, which is the Illinois-Wisconsin border. We are at a town called Volo, and it is a YMCA camp that is fully handicap accessible.
You guys, I know you're not getting paid for this, but you're the kind of people that get out and help our children. You guys would probably pay to do this, you know that? I'm just looking at you guys, because I do the same thing. Animals and children just get my heart as they do you guys. People out there, this is not funded by our tax dollars. They're doing the best they can do. These two good people and their members of their organizations take a week, a month, all year trying to raise funds to get these, not to take them someplace, but to take these children 8 through 16 who have been burnt. And nothing worse than a burn victim, because especially when it's on your body, when it's on the outside, and children, everybody's a little vain, but children, they get ridiculed, and I can just imagine somebody that's been burnt really bad, gets ridiculed, doesn't have much to live for, and to send them away for a camp for a week, to be with children, other children who have been burned. What a great cause, people, and I want to salute both of you. So, Julie, we've got a few more minutes in passing. What other information would you like to get out? And again, give us your website and your telephone number and anything you can give, because I think the good people of our listening audience will want to get involved and contribute to such a great cause.
It really is a great cause. We had a little girl at camp last year who told us that she couldn't find anybody to sit with her at the lunch table at school because nobody wanted to catch what she had. And these scars don't go away, and the kids just want to be normal like other kids. And this camp really changes their lives and gives them a new perspective and hope.
Yeah, and lets them know there's other people in the same kids in the same situation. Yes, it does. So how do they get a hold of you again, Julie? Because I know they're going to want to call and help you good people out.
B is in Burns, R is in recovered, S is in support, G is in group, brsg.org, or you can call our office is 314-997-2757.
And Ken, on this side of the river?
The office is 1-800-634-0911. And one thing I would really like to add is that we cannot go to a hospital and say, give me the names of your burn survivors. They can't do it because of the HIPAA laws. So it's through people knowing of a child that is a burn survivor, contacting them and contacting us, that we make this happen. Our camp is put on at no cost to the family or child.
Miss Julie Peets, I want to thank you very much, the Executive Director for the Midwest Children's Burn Camp on the Missouri side, and Mr. Ken Brinker, the Area Representative for the Illinois Fire Safety Alliance. Hey, I don't know if there's a heaven, but there is. If there is, you guys are going. Thank you very much for your time, people. Thank you.
Thank you.
What a great cause. There's a lot of good causes out there, people. Let's try. We can't support them all, but let's get something that we feel passionate about. I don't care if it's animals, children, the homeless, the hungry, but let's do something, because every little bit helps. And these good people, they're taking their time and effort. So at least we can do is take a few bucks out of our pocket. It's time to go. We'll see everyone tomorrow. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Come on back tomorrow. We'll continue our fight for truth, justice, and the American way. We'll continue to fight these political, parasitical punks that we call politicians, these cockroach-sucking son of a bitches, these no-good, rotten bastards that are destroying our country right before our eyes. Don't let them destroy our country. Don't let them destroy your children and your grandchildren's future. Let's get together, people. Get together. Unite. Expose these political scumbag bastards. And at the end of the day, on November the 8th, 2016, let's send the ultimate message: destruction, devastation to the corrupt people of St. Clair County, the St. Clair County culture of corruption. Let's get together and destroy these ass-white bastards. Destroy them politically, of course, right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful